do it anymore.
We always been together, but some of the decision was made I did not agree with. That's where we come into a misunderstanding. You got a new manager, a new promoter, which I was a so-called manager. I didn't have the professionalism as a lot of guys do, but I managed to get 3 world belts, so I must have been doing something right.
We need to get somebody else to do the hard work, to do the groundwork. Now, you don't have to deal with them promoters. Now, your job is to make sure that Mark Johnson is right. Eventually, he sat down and said, you know, I got to respect your decision as a man. I got to respect your decision as my son. And, you know it's best. So with this team I have around me now, not only with my camp in the gym, not only with my managerial team, I'm looking forward to winning world titles and becoming a superstar. You know, Mark Johnson, living right, eating right, training right, and I know it's a blessing to get a second chance. So my second chance had to be the best all around.
Ladies and gentlemen, please come out to see Mark Too Sharp Johnson. And somebody told you a lie. We still love each other, me and my son. We haven't left each other yet. Please come out. Please come out to see us and see this chemistry that we got.
There's Too Sharp with his dad, Mark Johnson, Sergio Perez. His fight is next.
Johnson, looks like you've got some filing to do.
Filing?
Yeah.
Did you say filing? Filing? Oh, yes, I'm filing. I'm filing morning, noon, and night.
By Red Lobster. You love seafood, we love seafood. Let's meet at our place tonight and go overboard. Red Lobster. And by Valvoline. You can always tell the guys who use Valvoline Sin Power. The Wisconsin Dells. Associate producer Brian Zielinski went on a little boat ride yesterday. Beautiful country here in Wisconsin. Well, earlier tonight, Kelly Pavlik, the youngster out of Youngstown, Ohio, the 19-year-old improved to 9-0 and got his ninth stoppage, dropping Grady Brewer in round 1. And then in round number 2, he would put him down 2 more times. Kelly Pavlik would get the stoppage at 2:48 of round number 2, improves to 9-0 with his ninth stoppage. And for Grady Brewer, he'd fall to 7-2, and both of his losses have been knockout losses. Good performance by Kelly Pavlik. Bob Papa, Scott Ledoux from the Ho-Chunk Casino and Hotel in Baraboo, Wisconsin. 10-round bantamweight bout for you. Mark Too Sharp Johnson and Sergio Perez. Sergio Perez is 26 years of age from Tijuana, Mexico. 119 pounds. Professional record of 22-7 with 15 knockouts. His last 5 opponents, combined record of 107, 27-7. Winning percentage of 76%. He has 2 losses in that span. Alcazar was 19-1, Lacerva 17-3. He's 0-2 when fighting in the United States of America. And his opponent, a former 2-time world champion in 2 different weight classes, Mark Too Sharp Johnson. 117 pounds, 38-1. 26 knockouts in the 1-no contest. That in his last fight, November of 1999 against Raul Juarez here on Friday Night Fight. A 1-year, 6-month, 20-day layoff. Spent time in jail. You saw the feature. Mark Johnson, though, wants to win back another world title bout, and he has all the goods to do it at 29 years of age. You know, when you're coming out after a long layoff, you can have a lot of soft touches. Perez is not a soft touch. I asked Johnson, why Perez tonight?
Well, Bob, I wanted to let everybody know that tonight, Mark Johnson is definitely still in the top 10 of the pound for pound. That Mark Johnson will beat the average and one of the guys that's the toughest bantamweight out there. And I don't want to come back fighting no trash cans.
Certainly not a trash can. Johnson had 7 defenses of his IBF Flyweight Championship, 2 defenses of his IBF Junior Bantamweight Championship. He says he's only at about 10% in his skills back. His camp says he's at about 90%. We'll find out over the next 10 rounds if it goes that long.
That's quite a disparity, I would say, don't you? 10% to 90? We'll see what happens here.
Johnson, when he gets his opponents, usually gets them early. 20 of his 26 knockouts come within the first 3 rounds. Johnson has had 2 tours of duty in jail back in 1993. He spent 5 months in jail for a cocaine violation. He said at that time that as he sat in his 5x7 cell, he realized he didn't want $750 purses anymore. He went on to be a champion in 2 different weight classes. But he had another misstep, and now he's got to work his way back.
So you're doing a nice job getting that right hand lead in there, that left hook style, left hand style. Doing a nice job.
Perez will switch right-handed to southpaw.
As he just did.
Angel Villarreal is our referee.
Both fighters seem very calm in here. A lot of experience between the 2 of them.
Well, I would think at times, especially early, Johnson's going to be spotted. He said the timing, obviously, is the last thing to come back.
I say timing is that you can change that wordage. It's just a front for the word confidence. Timing, you have to have the confidence in there to get the timing. And right now that's what he's lacking from the time off. But that'll come. If he can keep fighting, keep winning. Back him up against the ropes there pretty well. Not a good place to be. Nice left hand. Nice left hand by Johnson. Another one.
Johnson's got the good hand speed. He's always had that power.
He's sharp right now. There's no doubt about it.
So he had a lot of good work in the gym, working with guys like Clarence Vincent.
Sergio Perez, though, seems up to the task.
Perez has never been knocked out in those 7 losses.
But there's always a first.
Right. He also hasn't fought the caliber of a Mark Too Sharp Johnson.
Nice combination there. Nice job. Johnson's going to do what he wants to do. Right, just back him into the ropes, get his shots off. Perez has got to find a way to get him stop that. Got to fight him more in the middle of the ring and use his hands. He's not moving him at all.
And he lets Johnson pepper him with jabs. Good first round for Mark Too Sharp Johnson against Sergio Perez.
Skip portable CD players, new from Panasonic.
Oh, you're hot.
Loud Cherry Pepsi.
Round number 2 underway between Mark Too Sharp Johnson and Sergio Perez.
You know what, Sergio Perez better come on through something out here because he got caught with some real clean shots that first round. And he keeps catching those. He's not going to be around long.
He According to CompuBox, with Joe Carnicelli and Saul Aguilar at the controls, Perez was 0 for 21 with his jab, and Johnson was 5 of 31 with the jab. Johnson had a good first round. Remember, he's coming off a 1-year, 6-month, 20-day layoff.
Hands too sharp. I'll tell you, sometimes you get a layoff like that, though, it helps you out. You get a little confidence back, a little strength back, too. You never know.
Well, that's what he felt. He said, you know, all the guys that have titles, all the top guys, they've been fighting. He said, I've had a year to sort of refresh my body.
And it does take a toll on you through the years. Because wear you down emotionally.
Well, he had 130 amateur bouts as well, did Too Sharp.
That is the key to the good pros, having a good image.
Good left hand by Perez, and that stunned Johnson.
Yes, it did.
Stopped him right in his tracks.
Nice left hand.
Maybe Johnson was becoming just a bit too confident there because he was able to land just about everything.
And Perez caught him real clean when he did throw, but he hasn't been throwing a lot. It's like he's saving him for a bank. Let him go.
The only loss in Johnson's career in his second pro fight, March of 1990, to Richie Wenton. 4-round fight in Ireland. Pound for pound, one of the best in the world when he was reigning as the flyweight champion.
Left hand again by Perez. Another left hand, real nice left hand. And Johnson firing back.
Johnson obviously with a very solid chin.
Both of them have good chins because they both landed some clean shots here. I'll tell you what, Johnson's getting as much as he's given now. Perez has changed his tune from the first round.
In between rounds 1 and 2, the corner of Johnson wanted him to triple up with his jab because of the height difference. It's about 5 inches.
Watch out, Mr. Referee, you could go out yourself. Perez showed a little heat there. A little upset. Nice right hook. Another right hand by Johnson.
Perez has landed some good shots in the second round. Johnson's landed more.
This is my daily commute. This is my car.
The new 2001 Sebring sedan from Chrysler.
We can't help but be amazed at the instincts they possess to protect all manner of livestock, to be protective of us and our children. What can we do to protect them? Nurture the defenses they were born with, using the natural body defense system in Pedigree. Pedigree, developed with vets, recommended by top breeders.
Bob Papa along with Scott Ledoux from Baraboo, Wisconsin. Mark Too Sharp Johnson, Sergio Perez underway round number 3. Johnson had a fairly easy first round. Probably won the second round as well, though he got tagged with a couple of good shots from Sergio Perez.
Johnson's coming out firing that jab a little bit more now, like his dad wanted him to do before, 2-3 in a row. He's had no trouble backing this guy up the whole fight.
Johnson's landed 11 of 55 jabs so far in the fight. Perez 2 of 48.
Look over his head. Hey! Look over his head.
Perez does very well on the inside for a tall man. He really has some good punches in there. Keeps him short and sweet. Doesn't get wide.
Perez told us that he wanted to use his strength and his speed.
Right hand.
More speed than Johnson, but he's able to land some long shots against Johnson.
Johnson's been touching him a little bit. You know that?
Let him go.
He's been touching some shots.
maybe Johnson's assessment of where he is was closer than his camp's assessment. Remember, Johnson told us he felt he was only at about 10%. His camp felt he was about 90%.
Well, the camp always is very confident. If you're the one in there, you know yourself better than anybody.
Here we go. Keep him up.
He's going to get better as this fight goes on. With that experience will start coming back to him.
Buddy. Watch your elbow, Johnson. Watch your elbow. Let him go. Suéltalo. Suéltalo.
Perez is holding.
Suéltalo.
Caution for that.
Johnson's got to find the distance he can fight at, and Perez can't. He hasn't discovered that to me. Perez still seems to be having his range there.
Well, I think it's because Johnson's not using the jab as much as his corner would like, Scott.
They keep telling him to throw, but he's not doing it. He started the round out throwing jabs, didn't quit. Now he's in there in a pitching match. You can't do that with a guy like that.
Body shot from Johnson.
Got him on the ropes here, working hard. I think he's got him hurt.
Yep, Perez taking a heavy of punches. Perez just blocked that uppercut.
Johnson showing his confidence, showing his ability, his veteran ability. Perez is really taking some shots here, taking punishment this one. Incoming backfire. He just took a left hand, though.
Yeah, straight left from Johnson. Good round from Mark Johnson, although he's gotten hit more than he did in his prime.
Civic, there's a Honda engine.
When I first started losing my hair, I panicked. Then I heard about new Grozan, and now my hair is thicker than ever.
Still going. Long-lasting Energizer batteries keep going and going and going.
You soldiers ready for a banging, everybody?
Yes, sir!
Now bite and one and chew and...
Still going. Long-lasting Energizer batteries keep going and going and go.
Mark Johnson, I'll tell you, gets him on the ropes and bangs. He gets his feet dug in and lets those shots go. I'll tell you what, they had to hurt. There's no doubt about it. He hurt him there with left hands and right hands.
Perez got rocked near the end of that third round. The corner of Perez, Pedro Moran saying to Perez in between rounds 3 and 4, you got to move a little bit. You can't just stand in front of this guy. Even though that's when Perez is able to land shots. Johnson with 107 punches thrown and 33 power shots.
Johnson's just relentless. You're getting trapped on the ropes. That's not where Lopez wants to be with this guy. Because he gets on the ropes, he digs in and starts firing. Perez has got to get off those ropes. Got to get off. Another left hand by Johnson in there clean.
Johnson goes to the body, then goes up top.
He's playing him like a piano right now, going up and down all the chords. Perez has got to get off those ropes.
Perez is in tight like that, Scott. One thing he said he wanted to do yesterday, and he's not doing it. He's worked the body of Johnson a little bit. You know, the guy's been out of the ring for a while. Dig to that body, but Perez is not really maintaining a steady body attack.
He's been head up, there's no doubt about it. He's got to work that body inside. But, you know, the one thing he's doing right here, he is making this guy work. And Johnson, he's a little rusty. We'll see in the later rounds if he doesn't get tired.
Straight left hand there from Perez. Nice defense by Johnson. He blocked 2 punches and then ducked away from the third.
He's got great eyes, doesn't he? sees everything coming. When you don't see the hurts. Johnson slides that right lead foot in and then fires that left hand. Perez. Right hook. Right hook. He is hurt. Big time.
Trying to hold on. Now he opens up. Keep him up. Up. But Perez leaves his chin right out there, though, Scott.
Yeah, but he rocked Johnson with that right hand.
Perez has a pretty good chin. Taking some of Johnson's big shots. He's still standing.
Never once did your car ask you for jewelry or flowers. Never once did it ask you if it looks fat, or did it get mad at you for leaving the seat up. Your car always gives you exactly what you want. Doesn't it deserve something special in return?
Test your sports trivia knowledge on TSN and tune in to win with the TSN Playbook. A 6-night all-inclusive first-class trip for two across Canada aboard Via Silver and Blue. A His and Hers pair of laureate watches finished in 23-karat gold from Whitnauer, or one of 2 Casio digital cameras. Weekly prize updates in the Ottawa Sun and Toronto Sun. Pick up your TSN Playbook at participating Via Rail and ESSO locations. Hit tsn.ca/playbook for complete details.
Perez has got to get off these ropes. I'll tell you what, Johnson looks sharp in here, goes to the body, then comes right back upstairs. That right hook nails him right on the chin. He's right back at him again now. He looks wobbly right now.
Yeah, round 5 anyway. He took some pretty big shots in that 4th round. Never went down. He's been just standing right in front of Mark Too Sharp Johnson.
He's got him moving. They got him on his bicycle this round. Get him out of the way of the war there.
Come on.
He looks sluggish, Perez does. He looks very sluggish right now.
He's taking a lot of heat. The fewest punches Johnson has landed in any round was 17. Johnson's landed 60 punches in the last 2 rounds alone.
He is a punching machine, isn't he?
Let's go to the corner of Mark Johnson, his dad, Ham Johnson. Ham, Bob Papa, Scott Ledoux.
Hey, how y'all guys doing?
Good. I mean, Mark is obviously won the first 4 rounds of this fight, but he's gotten hit a little bit. Would you like to see him get that jab working a little more?
Well, the jab's supposed to work a little more. Mark trying to prove something. Well, I don't know. I told him to box the guy strong, whatever have you, and I told him stay down to the body. He's walking him down, what we call walk the dog. He got the guy in trouble a couple times by working to the body. Hit him with some good shot. This guy's tough, real tough. You got to remember, we ain't fought 18 months, but a little bit more, a couple more fights, I think we'd be there.
He looked real good tonight, but he's got to get that jab going, doesn't he?
Don't you worry about that one. You see, he's trying to knock him out. He's trying to prove something. You think he got the boy ready to go, but you know Mark's a champion, so you know where he got to go to.
All right, Ham, thanks a lot.
Hey, thank you, guys.
All right, Ham Johnson in the corner of Mark Too Sharp Johnson. According to the CompuBox stats for the first 4 rounds, Johnson only landed 15 of his jab. But he is able to pound Perez, who is taking everything Johnson has offered.
The only problem with that, not using that jab in a fight like this, maybe the next fight you need to use that jab and you fall into this, trying to take him out in a war. You use that jab, it'll get you the knockout. Sets the guy up in the blue, nice right up there. Perez has got to get off those ropes, but I don't think he has it. This is not his night right now. Johnson's really doing the job. There's the jab.
I think Perez is just hoping to catch Johnson with some kind of counter shot, but Johnson also is thinking about that and sort of preparing for it.
Johnson, he's a professional. He was a chess player. He's 3 steps ahead of this guy right now. He's already taken his castle and his bishop. That's exactly the rest now.
Let's face it, Mark Johnson's last loss was when George Bush was in the White House, the father. Yes, it was.
Welcome to the swamp. Welcome to the swamp.
Welcome to the swamp.
Welcome to the swamp. Welcome to the swamp.
All across Canada, Kia dealers are getting right into Kia's Welcome to the Swamp event, featuring the fast, fun, and affordable Rio with 0.9% financing or lease from $189 a month. And the stylish Cethia has 0.9% financing, lease that one from $221 a month. Kia's Welcome to the Swamp event.
It'll get your mojo going.
It's not where you come from. It's where you're going. It's not what you drive. It's what drives you. It's not what's on you. It's what's in you. Gatorade. Is it in you?
Welcome back to Baraboo, Wisconsin, the Ho-Chunk Casino and Hotel. Bob Papa along with Scott Ledoux, Mark T. Sharp Johnson, Sergio Perez. Round number 6 underway. Perez slips on some water from his corner. Hey, Scott, we'll take a look at some power numbers, but interesting advice in the corner of Perez. His trainer said to him, there were two things, tactical and motivational. Tactical was, they said, remember how you fought the last minute of that last round? Double that left hook up when you get in there. Throw it to the body, then whip it to the head. That was the tactical advice. The motivational advice was, fight until you die.
Blood on your shield. That's the deal. You don't see a lot of that these days, but I'll tell you what, I'm impressed with this young man. He's coming to fight. No surrender. He's taking a pretty tough shot here.
Oh, now Johnson slips in the corner of Perez. There's excessive water in that corner.
Gonna take a point away or something there. I don't understand.
Well, you know, there were 2 other fights before this fight. And, you don't know how much of that water is from Perez and how much of it is left over from the 2 previous fights in that corner.
Not knowing it from the water from their corner is one thing, but knowing the rules is another.
Hitting the guy when he's thrown against the ropes.
The referee's trying to hold you back.
You know, last thing Johnson wants to do is twist the knee or something. He had no contest in his last fight against Raul Juarez, a low blow affair here on Friday Night Fights.
One thing I don't like right now, Johnson was loading up here a minute ago, and can't be loading up. You got to use that jab, work his way in. Work the jab, work off that jab, use a hook behind it. That'll get you in, but keep lunging sometimes. You're going to walk into something.
One of the problems with Perez's game plan was he was going to rely on his speed. The problem is he's not as fast as Johnson.
Johnson is very quick. Look at those combinations. Goes up and down like a piano player. Really does a nice job. Forcing the fight, always forcing him back. Perez just never gets a right hand. Nice shot. Little right hook underneath. Little wake-up call there. Perez has got to be wondering, when is this guy going to stop coming here? Perez switching over to right-handed now. Doesn't look like he's very effective with a right hand with that right hand he has. Kind of flops it out there.
Better boxing round from Mark Johnson.
Yes, it is. This is a wrestling round here, I think. Kind of coasting, just boxing around, taking a breather.
Very effective.
Very effective. Kind of charges you up when you do that.
Test your sports trivia knowledge on TSN and tune in to win with the TSN Playbook. Gift packages from Casio. Movie passes from Warner Brothers. Gift packages from Jameson Laboratories. Or a Premier Collection watch from Wittenauer. Weekly prize updates in the Ottawa Sun and Toronto Sun. Pick up your TSN Playbook at participating Via Rail and ESSO locations. Hit tsn.ca/playbook for complete details.
Johnson spent most of last year in jail after a domestic violence against his wife Samantha, who was here. They're still together on a marijuana charge. Second time in jail for Johnson as he tries to rebuild his career. Well, he boxed and boxed and boxed in round number 6 and won that round easily. He landed 9 of 42 jabs in that last round. He did more jabs in round number 6 than he did in the previous 3 rounds.
But he's coming out fighting this round. Like I said, he took the last round off, just boxed, kept it close. Now he's coming out to punish again. This guy's having trouble with his nose. There's no doubt about it. He's catching a lot of leather and he's looking like Johnny.
Both go to the body, short right hand on the inside by Perez. Perez got his arm caught in the hips, so they're pretty loose.
Very loose. Johnson gets him with a couple shots there. Little right uppercut, just little ones. That's all you gotta do. This is rough, mean fighting on the ropes like that. That's what your warrior is.
Johnson tag Perez going straight back.
Oh, he's hurt. He's hurt. He is hurt.
Should be going to the body, Perez.
Here's a hit again. He hurt again.
Another right cross and a left.
We got a minute to go in this round.
And then Johnson holds on.
But he's a veteran.
Mark Johnson has not been too sharp at certain points in his fight. In round number 2, he got stunned. And again here in round number 7.
Yeah, he got a real nice left hand there again. Clean again. And another one. He's not ducking any of them right now. He's got to get on that bike and get that jab.
Perez should try to get a couple of body shots in here, too. Keep Johnson in his place.
Now Perez is tired to let Johnson tie him up. Johnson's weary. He's definitely weary right now.
Looping punches from Perez. Johnson just holding on.
He's got to hold on to get through this round.
Well, we told you at the top that this was not an easy fight for Johnson out of the box after that layoff. Perez is a tough guy, never been stopped.
Johnson's fighting back again. Johnson's fighting back again.
And there's the bell to end the 7th round. Best round of the fight for Sergio Perez as he peppered the former 2-time champion. Let's listen in to Ham Johnson.
You ain't moving your head. Box this guy. You're fighting him. That's why you ain't winning the shot. Now you gotta win. What round is it? What round is it? You gotta win the last 2 rounds. The man is gas. The man is gas. Step around. He's standing right in front of the man. You got 2 more hurt and you let him go and you stay there. And you stay there. What? Okay, Tom, you want let's get him together.
This is a real war in here right now. Mark Johnson tags him a couple times, and then Perez comes right back and fires him with some shots and hurts him and rocks him. I'll tell you what, this is a real fight right now. There you had him hurt. Now Johnson's going to get tagged here. Right there, he got wobbled, I mean, big time. He was hurt for about a minute there.
Perez let his hands go. Might regret the fact that he didn't try to go downstairs just a little bit to set up the headshots. Johnson never went down, and we start round number 8.
See if Johnson can come back now and be sharp again with such as the name. Let's see if he can do that. He's refreshed and okay.
Sergio Perez nearly doubled up Johnson in the punches thrown, tripled him in the punches landed. Clearly the best round of the fight for Perez. To make the case that he's won probably 2 of the first 7.
Well, Perez is on his bicycle. Well, what's up with that? You think he would come out and want to finish this fight? You gotta be, know he's way behind. Not a time to be boxing, it's a time to be punching. There's that jab.
Johnson back on his toes. Perez just hold on. Perez looks pretty tired.
Very tired. He may have spent himself in that last round. I'll tell you what, I'm impressed with Johnson's refreshness here. He's come back real well. Showing a lot of energy for a guy that took some punches in the last round.
Well, he can box circles around Perez. It's just a matter of when he gets into that slugfest mode, it gives Perez the only chance Perez has, Scott.
The only option, the only thing he has is when he gets in trading in there, look, he's got a chance to tag him. And that's what Perez is looking for. I mean, you only hope he's got, because he sure can't box with him.
No.
Look at him box now. That's what you say about too sharp.
Perez has only thrown 8 punches according to CompuBox with 1:10 to go in the round.
What's up with that? I mean, here he is. He had the guy in trouble last round. Now you come out and coast. This is the time you want to go out and throw. Obviously, he has a great deal of respect for Johnson, way too much. It's not a time to be respecting a guy. This is the time to go out and take him out of there. You heard him around before. Now it looks as though Johnson's got his strength back, but you never know.
Perez is just fighting like he wants to land that one big punch. He has hurt Johnson in this fight, hasn't put him down. Johnson's never been knocked out.
That jab again. Counter jab.
Perez has made this an easy round for Mark Johnson.
This being one of them so far.
Very similar to round 6.
Good round for Johnson.
I think Perez is saving his gas for the last 2.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the TSN Newsroom. I'm Darren Detition. More boxing in a moment or two. Now, the Philadelphia 76ers in the opening game of the NBA Finals absolutely stunned everyone as they knocked off Los Angeles. Tonight, it is game number 2. Remember, the Lakers have to win this because the next 3 games will go in Philadelphia. First quarter, Kobe Bryant nails the jumper. The Lakers back within 1 point. Allen Iverson, he was the answer in game number 1. He had 48 points, looking good tonight. Confusion under the basket. Kobe outside and good for 3 as well. The 76ers lead the basketball game 35-29. Philadelphia is doing it again, but it is awfully early. Sports Desk immediately following the boxing.
Tom Green here at Muscle Beach. We're going to show how a new right guard extreme sport works even under the most extreme conditions. Extreme protects against odor and wetness. Goes on clear.
5 punches according to CompuBox. Scott, Perez threw 102 punches in round number 7. Really took that round off.
I don't understand that. The only round you really had any success, and then you take the next round off. What's up with that? I mean, I don't understand that. This corner should be admonished. Oh, there's a nice left hand.
Perez says, bring
another one.
And Johnson's in short. But this is Perez's only chance to get at Johnson, really. He cannot figure out a way to box with Johnson.
He's got to draw him in and get him into a war, otherwise he's got no chance.
Can't hurt me. Perez is taunting the former flyweight and junior bantamweight champion and pound for pound one of the best in the world a couple of years ago.
Johnson is smart. He's just going to box him, keep doing his job because he's a pro.
Suéltalo. No le pegue. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, Johnson hits on the break. He's going to lose the point, I think.
Next guy, un punto. All right, Shay.
Referee says it's a point next time. Perez has got to do a little bit more than tie up his chest, though.
No kidding. He's so far behind. He thinks he's leading right now. He's got to pick it up. And I'll tell you what, Johnson's doing the right thing. He's staying calm, just staying in front of him, using his jab, scoring points and winning the round. I have no idea what Perez is thinking about.
Maybe he's trying to get Johnson to get reckless. That's his only chance, is to get into like a firefight with him.
And Johnson's showing me the class that he's had in the past. A classy fighter, and he's doing the right thing. He's a veteran, he's a pro.
Wait.
A win is a win is a win.
Nice enough from Johnson.
Perez keeps saying, hit me again. Well, he will, trust me. He will hit you again. And often. I don't know if anybody told Perez before the fight, it's okay to duck punch today. Johnson's just doing his job, working around, moving well. Look at this round he's in, he's moving so well. Ninth round, whoop, same corner.
Perez slips in his corner again. Well, Perez has done a lot of chest pounding and not enough pounding of Johnson. They were cruising this round.
Introducing Venus from Gillette, the first razor designed to make you feel like a goddess. Protective cushions surround 3 blades for the closest shave ever in just 1 stroke. So close, your skin stays smoother longer. And that's something all goddesses are entitled to. Now, individually sealed blades are easy to store, easy to change. Venus, reveal the goddess in you.
It used to be that just Fridays were casual. Now it can start Monday and go all week. To some, this means anything goes. To us, it means tailored pants, sport coat, knit shirt, even suits when done right. The trick is in knowing what works and what doesn't. Or better yet, a place that does.
At Moore's, we don't take dressing casually. Well made, well priced, well dressed. Moore's.
Bob Popper along with Scott Ledoux from Baraboo, Wisconsin. The Atlas at home celebrating his daughter's high school graduation. Good fight here between Mark Johnson and Sergio Perez. Neither man has been down. Perez has had a few moments. Johnson has controlled the battle, though he has not looked too sharp. Looked good rusty after a 1.5 year layoff.
But he did, in his defense, he did come back against a good fighter.
Yep.
Tough fighter.
Johnson pumping that jab out there his corner. Watch for the overhands, the big overhand rights and lefts of Perez. It's the only thing he can land. Can't hit you with a jab.
Perez just trying to get in there now. Perez has come on a little bit more aggressive this round, but he's not been able to land it all.
He's taken the last 2 rounds off after a round 7 in which he threw 102 punches and had Johnson hurt.
I'd like to see Johnson get more active with that jab right now. Just around to be using that jab, keep this guy off balance. Right now he's letting him just walk in.
Johnson 0 for 12 with the jab so far here in the round, midway point of the round. Been very spotty with it.
They're both pretty weary fighters right now, I'll tell you that.
Perez slipped as he tried to wheel in a right hand.
Let's go.
Perez took some of Johnson's best shots, never went down.
Let's go.
His only chance is a knockout, that's for sure. He's not going to get it. Johnson's got to keep that jab going, keep tying him up, get through the rounds, and he's done.
Let's go, you guys, break. Hold your tires.
You can't get foolish here. Get that jab going now. Just let them walk right in. I don't understand that.
Body goes up top.
No one, they put it.
Nice left hand by Johnson there. Very nice left hand.
There you go. Break. Let's go, you guys.
We're going to try to talk with Mark Johnson. When this fight is complete, we'll get his assessment of where he thinks he is. He told us yesterday he felt he was at about 10%. where he once was as far as the skill. Obviously, on his chin, took some big shots. Utilized his jab, but quicker and crisper.
Showing his experience now. Showing his experience. But he does not have a lot of energy right now.
And there's the bell to end it. Sergio Perez, tough guy, rocked Mark Johnson in the second round and rocked him around in the seventh. But Johnson controlled the balance of this fight. His first fight in a year and a half. Mark Too Sharp Johnson and Sergio Perez. Good 10-rounder. We'll get the judges' cards after this.
When it's hot and I need something refreshing, something to cool me down, there's nothing I like better than a breeze off the lake. And on these warm summer evenings around the campfire with the guys, we really enjoy roasted marshmallows. So when you think of summer, think of good times, good friends.
New Labatt Lager and Lime. It's beer with a hint of lime.
Now that looks refreshing.
This Father's Day, really surprise him with Mach 3 from Gillette. The world's best dad deserves the world's best shave. Mach 3 from Gillette, the best a man can get.
Cut your lawn for $5.
You bet!
Cut your lawn for $5.
Deal!
Cut your lawn for $5.
Sure!
Sanders likes mulch.
Honda's fuel-efficient and low-emission lawnmowers are so easy to use. You just may find yourself looking forward to cutting the lawn.
Mrs. Bott.
Our annual yard sale is on. Now's a great time to buy.
This summer, the animal is loose. The animal. Now playing.
It's a square. It's a level. It's a tape measure.
It's a bevel gauge.
It's an angle finder.
It's Mighty Mo, the angle finder that's the 5-in-1 tool. Now measure angles as accurately as a professional, guaranteed. Use it at home or at work when you need it done right. Use Mighty Mo. It's easy to read. View window makes accurate angle measurement from any position simple, and it's made here in Canada. Mighty Mo, the perfect Father's Day gift for the man who has everything. Mighty Mo, now available at Canadian Tire and these other fine stores.
Saturday and Sunday, feel the roar of the Air Canada Grand Prix. Saturday, TSN brings you live qualifying from Montreal. Sunday, the race is on CTV. Formula One. See it, live it, TSN.
Baraboo, Wisconsin. Good 10-round bantamweight bout between Mark Too Sharp Johnson and his comeback after a 1-year, 6-month layoff against Sergio Perez in round number 4. Get a look at some of the action. Perez got rocked, going straight back. In round number 7, Perez took a shot and then went right at Mark Johnson. And he had Johnson hurt with about 1:23 to go. But he was not able to get really a lot of clean shots in, Scott. And then in round number 9, Johnson just boxed.
He just boxed him, and I couldn't believe it. He never came back. Perez never came back at him in round 9.
Perez just was never able to land the power shot. So it's sort of a video montage of the fight. Total punch numbers, Johnson outlanded Perez. And in this fight, Johnson landed only 50 of 237 jabs, only 21%. Let's send it up to our ring announcer for this evening, M. Mark Biro.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a unanimous decision. Judges Ron Kern and Mike Bino both see it 99-93. And Judge James Bull scores the bout 99-91, all to the winner by unanimous decision, Mark Too Sharp Johnson.
Tied at 99-91 as well. Unanimous decision victory for Mark Too Sharp Johnson. Showed some ring rust. We'll talk with Mark and get an assessment on where he feels that first performance fit as far as his comeback is concerned, but not an easy fight. Sergio Perez was very game. We'll hear from Too Sharp plus Eric Morel coming up in our main event, but first, here's Brian and Max.
All right, Bob, thank you very much. Let me say something about the other guy here, just for a second, Sergio Perez. You want no part of this guy. First, I'll give him credit, because the scores are what they are. It was a great fight, but Perez gave it his all. Sharp, if he's rusty, that's a pretty good rusty fighter. Yeah, I wouldn't call him too sharp anymore. Maybe just Mark Sharp Johnson. But listen, he's easier to hit now than we remember him at flyweight and at super flyweight, junior bantamweight. But then again, he was easier to hit than he had been before he was out for almost 2 years. So maybe that's just a trend that's continuing. The body punches were tremendous, but I thought in the fourth round, Sharp had a chance to finish the fight, and he didn't go in for the finish. Perez looked to me like he was ready to go, and Mark Johnson just didn't follow up his advantage. So all in all, yes, rusty, but considering who he was in against and how much time he took off in his first fight at bantamweight of any significance, very impressive. All right, we're going to try to talk to Mark Too Sharp Johnson. I'll call him Too Sharp still. At this point, programming note, we'll try to talk to him right after this break. But first, Scott Sharp looks to defend his IRL title. Sharp. That's it at Texas Motor Speedway. You can see it Saturday, 8 Eastern on ESPN, the IRL.
Cut your lawn for $5.